What's up, guys? So this is my third segment of me reading my actual prison letters that I haven't looked at for years. I haven't seen none of this stuff. So I'm going to continue now. And the only thing I'm editing, guys, or not editing, but not sharing, are anything that I deem personal between the people and myself. All right, so this one is from Northern State Prison to me in Leesburg, New Jersey. Okay. Let's see. All right. I received your letter, and as always, you bring a smile to my face. Happy to hear all is well, and glad to know that Lauren is home with Mom, waiting and preparing things for you. Good woman there. I believe she's a keeper. Definitely she is, and I did keep her. Yes, it will be over soon, but I'm happy that you realize what a nightmare it has been. I have faith in you. I see a strong, willful person, and I know that Lauren brings out the best in you. You do not seem to be the kind of person who needs 2 or 3 knots upside your head to realize that fast money and easy women are not the way of life. Your friendship means the world to me, and to see you succeed and to know that I may have played a part in helping you turn your life around is a blessing to me. So how do you spend your days down there? Have visits been good? Just a few lines to let you know I'm back in 2 wing, and they have been allowing me to work 4 wing, add seg for gang unit. So my days now are really full. I find time for church and I walk the yard as much as possible. I'm doing much better today than a few weeks ago. God bless you, and say hi to Lauren. Nice. This guy was an older guy I became friends with that really helped me a lot. I helped him in many ways, but he helped me in different ways as far as sharing his story with me and giving me a lot of information and lessons about what to do and what not to do. So a lot of respect for this guy. Let's see. All right, this one is here from Northern State Prison in Newark, and this one, where was I? Delmont, New Jersey, Southern State Correctional Facility. Okay. All right. Dear Abood, you still have traveling in your blood, a new move. At least most of what I heard about Southern State is positive, and most important, you have free weights. Northern State is okay once you get used to it. I can't even read this. No interest in anything that happens here so long as they are not yelling at a sergeant. They raided the camp last week and found 7 cell phones, chargers, and a shank. Things have returned to normal. So long as you do not expect the administration to do its paperwork, you can be happy here. All paperwork is something, I don't know. To get commissary clothing orders, you have to submit a sheet, 5 or 6 of them, just to log in the full orders. My gym here is okay. I get to something 6 house. I'm sorry, guys, this is blurry as hell. I spend 6 to 8 hours a day translating a Chinese paper I get each day from something. I live in a dorm myself. My floor is quiet. BS. Most of the guys have a lot of time in, and we all earned our trip to Northern State, so people are cautious. Upstairs, however, they are young fucking animals. Their speech and mental state equivalent. Fucking crazy. By the way, Blank is here on the compound. Blank is still at Southwoods in 1-2 left. I guess we will have something to tell our kids about. Tell Lauren I say hello. Hope you get longer visits soon. This will be soon a memory. P.S. Northern State Prison is so fucked up that I have 3 orders I booked more than a month old and I have not yet received. Alright, so he's talking about things he ordered on commissary. Alright, we'll do another one. Alright, this one comes from East Jersey State Prison in Rahway, and I was in Bayside State Prison. I just received the letter you sent me. I wasn't expecting it that fast, but it was great to hear from you nonetheless. I do remember your story when you bought your bike. I told you that you were crazy, but of course you already know that. However, in our world, crazy is good. At least that's how the common man chooses to judge us when considering the risks that we take. Although I much rather look at people like us as fearless ones. It makes a lot more sense to me that way. And that is why we can do the things that we do in life. The difference between the common man and I is that they look at things in life and wonder why. I look at things that aren't and wonder why not. Life is full of questions, and when they are answered, those answers only lead to more questions. I am willing to continue on searching without any fear. We are only able to conquer our destiny when we push aside the wall that is set before us, which manifests itself as the wall of limitation in our quest for thirst and knowledge. This guy's a fucking philosopher. He's getting deep here. In the past, whether it was a dark one or not, we were searching for those things, that of which today make us who we are. I would do it all over as well if I had to. I guess then that I do agree with your philosophy. I don't remember if I once told you that I didn't regret anything that has happened in my life. While much of it was indeed very painful, and at the time suffering became the predominating factor of my life, today I see it all as a well-worth lesson in which I have gotten extremely stronger than I have ever been. Many will wish to achieve my mental stability, and those that do or does not simply understand the reasons of events, that of which life sets before us, each and every one of us, in order to prepare us for our final destination here on earth. Damn, what the hell? Alright, I did ask myself many times, why all the suffering? Why all the misery? And the answers are simple and have always been right in front of me. Not that one needs to really know and feel the feeling of suffering in order to recognize the feeling of love. One needs to know and feel what misery is really about in order to be able to recognize and appreciate wealth and happiness, and material has nothing to do with it. That's very true. And to have been able to experience all that I have in this life puts me in a much better position than the common man, stronger and more mentally prepared, for I have made fire from the ice, and so have you. I guess, makes sense. I know for a fact that something wonderful and extraordinary awaits me in this lifetime. I know that I'm a leader and I will conquer what is set for me to conquer. I know that I will be a great person, and most of all, I won't be forgotten. My trajectory will live forever. Damn. Why would I have been put through what I have if the outcome were to be useless? It wouldn't make any sense. And I've learned by experience that life has its own and unique fashion to reveal those things that at a time seem to not make sense to us for the time being. Damn, guys, sorry about this. This is a fucking storybook here. Everything in the universe is equally balanced and functions in perfect harmony. We are a part of this universe. We exist because of it and vice versa. And the events which we experience in our lives are just like the equalizer of a house stereo system. You have to keep moving them, experimenting with them until you are able to find the balance in which will ultimately provide you with the sound that you have been looking for. You will experience static and technical difficulties. At times, you might feel like it's worthless and that perhaps it will lead you nowhere, but only by allowing yourself to make sacrifices, sometimes consciously, other times subconsciously, acting on impulses without the benefit of the intellect. You will then achieve the sound that you've been looking for. Life works the same way. We were playing with the equalizer, moving it up and down and searching for the perfect sound. And didn't we experience technical difficulties? Fuck yeah. But at the end, we found the sound. Maybe not the song that we want to hear for now, but one thing is for certain, and that is that I'm sure that we know which song we don't want to hear. And that, my friend, is called balance. And at the end, that's all that matters. That makes some sense, too. Good luck with your Harley when you buy it. I always wanted to buy one too, but my thirst for speed was greater than what I really wanted. Mine also. That's part of being young. Anyway, I think a Harley will fit you right. I'll tell you something. You'll look cool as hell, probably. But what does a Harley have to do with your acting? People like us make the things we use and wear, so either way or either bike will fit you. I knew that placement situation had a catch to it, and I'm just glad that you found out on time. I know that you don't want to stay in this place one damn extra second if you don't got to, and I don't blame you. The laws are about to change. The state of New Jersey is in a huge financial deficit, and the Department of Corrections has been a great factor in that deficit. And now they are looking to eliminate the minimum mandatory sentences, 85% included. That never happened. The Congress voted in favor, so it will just be a matter of time. Such change should affect me as well, so I should be looking at less time than originally accepted. I'll keep you informed on that one. Either way, I'm waiting to complete a few programs so that I can make my case back to court for a sentence reconsideration. So I'll be okay either way. My mother connected me with some girl, and she's in the right state of mind. This is kind of personal. All right. I took some pictures in the yard. I'll send you one as soon as I get them back from the lab. Your brother. That was a long one, guys, but maybe some of you guys could appreciate his scientific viewpoint. All right, guys, I'm going to do one more, and that's it. I hope this is not too many for you. If it is, let me know. I'll just read one or two. All right, this one, let me show you where it's from. All right, this is again from Newark to me in Bayside State Prison. All right, and I hope this letter finds you and your family well. I saw parole on Monday, and they gave me a date for a very short hearing of only 45 minutes where they judged up every act of infidelity and misstep I have ever taken. It was very discomforting, but the end result was worth it. I will be living at blank, blank, blank. I'll let you know when the phone is hooked up. I have applied for the electronic bracelet and could actually be home as quickly as July 1st. It depends upon how fast they proceed with the paperwork. My apartment lease does not even begin until the 15th of June, so the logistics of parole coming to see it beforehand is difficult. I have ordered furniture and it will be delivered within 4 weeks. My wife was nice enough to give me a gift of a new car. She bought me an ML Mercedes in black color. I would have preferred any other color, but I did not choose it. The interior is also black, so it should be plenty hot. She has been visiting me every weekend 2 times. I told her it was not necessary, and quite frankly, my life here does not change very much, so nothing new to talk about. How are you? Fine? Anything new? Not really. See, the same conversation. Every week, every year, and every day. Something in French. I don't know what he said. We have had many searches in my dorm, almost one a day, because a couple idiots were caught using cell phones. I am in the restricted camp, which means my record prevents me from working on the outside details. They usually treat us differently with more respect, as most of the people in the dorm have time in and are not so petty. The other camp is terrible and very strict, as they have outside details. I found it funny that you bumped into Bullet. How's he doing? Probably the same. Have you been keeping in shape? I lift 4 times a week very intensively, watch my diet as best I can, and do cardio twice a week. I will be in very good shape by the time I come out, be it July or the end of summer. Drop me a line and let me know how parole went for you and if I can help with anything. In the interim, take care of yourself, and I will talk to you in the very near future. Very truly yours. P.S. Say hi to Lauren. Man, guys, these letters are really, taking me back to a different time in my life. It just seems crazy. Sometimes I tell you guys some of the stories and the things that I remember, and as I'm telling them, it boggles my mind that some of this stuff even occurred, because it was like a completely different world I lived in. I felt completely different about life, and everything was different for me. But in the end, I'm so lucky and so grateful that God saved me, really. And I know a lot of you don't like to hear that, but that's the reality for me, and that's the truth. So if you want to watch my videos, when I feel like saying it, I'm going to say it. And that's the case here, guys. I was very, very blessed, and I'm so grateful to be out of that shit because most don't make it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you next time.